We often bleed ourselves dry for the people we cherish. We sacrifice our time, our energy, and our resources just to show them how much we care. But there's a bitter truth that many of us learn the hard way. Sometimes, the people we sacrifice the most for are the ones who disappoint us the deepest. They exploit our kindness for their own gain. They appear friendly and attentive when they need something from you, a favor, a loan, emotional support, but the moment they've extracted what they wanted, they vanish like a bird in flight, leaving you drained and wondering where you went wrong. So how do we regain control of these situations? How do we stop being the doormat and start being the architect of our own relationships? Today, we go in to do a deep dive into 9 crucial aspects of interactions, specifically between men and women, drawing direct inspiration from Stoic philosophy. This is wisdom that has withstood the test of time for over 2,000 years. By identifying and avoiding these 9 specific behaviors, you can swiftly trigger a positive shift in your relationships. And more importantly, empower yourself in the process. If you're currently feeling undervalued in your relationship, or if you feel like you're giving everything and getting nothing in return, take a seat. Open your mind. Let's embark on this journey to reclaim your sovereignty. But before we dive into the first point, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are building a community of strong, Stoic minds here, and you don't want to miss our upcoming explorations. Now, let's get into it. Number 1. Don't reshape your life to fit someone else's mold. Imagine you're trying to build a complex puzzle. You have your own unique shape, your own edges, and your own picture. But instead of finding where you naturally fit, you start cutting off pieces of yourself. You try to jam yourself into a space that wasn't designed for you, causing frustration, confusion, and damage at every turn. This is exactly what it feels like when you try to conform to a partner's expectations at the expense of your own identity. You start changing your hobbies, your style, your speech, and even your core values just to keep the peace or to seem more attractive to them. But this is a trap. The great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Everywhere means nowhere." When you try to be everything for someone else, you end up being nothing to yourself. You try to do too much, be too many different versions of a man. It leaves you feeling lost, unsure of where you're headed or who you even are anymore. You become a chameleon, constantly changing colors to blend into the background of someone else's life. But Stoicism teaches us that nature intends for you to be distinct. Instead of blending in like a chameleon, it's time to stand out like a fixed star in the night sky. You must be proud of who you are and the things that make you different. Do not let a partner dictate how you should live your life or what you should be interested in. It's time to take control and walk your own path. Remember, your life is your own story to write. It's not a supporting role in someone else's movie. If they don't like the authentic version of you, then they aren't the right fit for the puzzle. Let your true colors shine. Paint the world with your authenticity and purpose, and the right people will be drawn to that light. The wrong ones will fall away, and that's a good thing. Number 2, don't ruin your life by being obsessed. This is a trap that countless men fall into. You meet someone, sparks fly, and suddenly your entire world starts to revolve solely around them. Become like a satellite stuck in orbit around a planet. You have no trajectory of your own. You just circle them, waiting for a signal, waiting for attention. When you focus too much on someone else, it's incredibly easy to lose sight of your own dreams and what makes you special. You stop going to the gym. You stop working on that side business. You stop reading. Instead of nurturing your own goals and aspirations, you find yourself constantly catering to their needs and desires, neglecting your own thirst for fulfillment. When you do this, you place your happiness entirely in their hands. If they have a bad day, you have a bad day. If they leave, your world collapses. That is not love. That is dependency. As the wise Emperor Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his Meditations, "Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." He was talking about the inner citadel. You need to have a core within you that is untouchable by external events or other people. When you become too entangled in someone else's world, it disrupts your balance. It casts you into the shadows and strips away your sense of worth. You begin to define yourself by their approval rather than your own virtue. You must break free from this gravitational hold. Stop being a mere satellite. Your life isn't a supporting act. You are the lead role. You are the star of your own journey. Always remember that. Love should be two independent people walking side by side, not one person dragging the other or one person orbiting the other. Never let anyone dim your brilliance or pull you off your own orbit. Number 3, don't let anything harm your mental health. There's a dangerous misconception that true love means sacrifice. While compromise is necessary, sacrificing your sanity is not. Prioritizing someone else's happiness over your own mental well-being is like giving away your only flashlight while walking in the dark. You hand them the light so they can see, leaving yourself stumbling blind and lost in the woods. When you neglect your own health, whether it's lack of sleep, it's high stress, or tolerating toxic behavior just to cater to someone else's needs, you're essentially surrendering control of your existence. You're handing them the remote control to your emotional state. Instead of finding fulfillment, you end up in a draining cycle of trying to please them, constantly walking on eggshells while your own spirit plummets. You become anxious, depressed, and resentful. From a Stoic perspective, your mind is your most precious asset. It is the seat of your reason, your ruling faculty. If you compromise that, you lose everything. It's crucial to take a step back and reclaim ownership of your life. Your mental health and happiness are invaluable assets that shouldn't be compromised or traded away for anyone, no matter how much you think you love them, rather than playing the martyr in someone else's narrative. Seize the spotlight and become the protagonist of your own story. Protect your inner peace with unwavering determination. If a relationship is costing you your peace of mind, the price is too high. Strengthen your resilience and refuse to let anyone steal your happiness. Your mind belongs to you alone, and you and only you have the power and the responsibility to shape your own destiny. If you're struggling, please don't hesitate to reach out for professional help. There's strength in seeking support. We'll leave some resources in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Here is a huge mistake a lot of guys make when they start a new relationship or get really into someone. They start isolating themselves. They cancel plans with their lifelong friends, stop visiting family, and slowly take apart their entire social life just to make more room for this one new person. This is a strategic disaster. Think of your life like a big, strong tree. Your friends, your family, your mentors, these are the roots and the branches that hold you up. They've been through storms with you. They've supported you when you were weak. And they've given you shade when life got too intense. When you push them away to focus only on a romantic interest, it's like taking an axe to your own roots, or cutting off the very system that keeps you standing. If that relationship fails in, remember, nothing is guaranteed, and you've chopped off all your branches, you'll find yourself falling with nothing to catch you. You'll be isolated, vulnerable, and totally alone. The philosopher Plato talked about the company we keep, suggesting that the people around us are like the soil we're planted in. They can either nourish us and help us grow into something amazing, or they can be toxic soil that stunts our growth and makes us wilt. Your true friends and your loyal family are that good, nourishing soil. They keep you grounded in reality. They remind you of who you were before you met this person. When you isolate yourself just to get approval or avoid conflict with a partner, you're on a dangerous path. You're signaling that your loyalty is cheap and easily bought. Instead, you need to be the one who actively protects those important relationships. Don't let a partner tell you who you can see. A healthy relationship should make your world bigger, not smaller. Nurture your support system. Your friends and family are an irreplaceable network, your foundation and your source of strength. Hold on to the steadfast companions who have stood by you through everything. Never trade a diamond for a stone. Next. Don't invest all your time into a bottomless well. Time is the currency of life. It's the one resource that, once you spend it, you can never get back. Yet, we often treat it so carelessly when we're trying to win someone's affection. We pour all our precious time into someone else's endless pit of need. We cancel gym sessions, we skip our reading, we put off our work, all to be available for them. It's like throwing your most valuable gold coins into a dark abyss, hoping to hear a sound of gratitude that never comes. Every moment you give excessively to someone who does, and respect your time, is a moment of your life gone forever. You're killing your own potential. On top of that, psychology shows that if you're always available, your value actually drops. Scarcity creates value. If you're constantly there, just waiting for their call, you're not a prize to be won. You're a convenience to be used. The Stoic writer Seneca observed this tragedy in his essay on the shortness of life. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." He argued that we guard our money and property. Fiercely we defight someone who tried to steal our land, but we re incredibly wasteful with our time. By giving all your time to someone else, you're giving up the most vibrant moments of your own life. You're living their life, not yours. It's time to reclaim your time. It belongs to you, not to anyone else. Don't let them become your entire world or the only thing you have going on. Find a balance. Invest your time wisely. Put it into things that light you up, help you grow, and bring you fulfillment. Build your empire, build your body, build your mind. Remember, you are in control of your own time. Don't just give it away to someone who might not see its value. If they want your time, let them earn it. Another crucial point, don't reveal everything about your past, especially your weaknesses. In today's world, we're always told to be vulnerable. We're told that sharing everything is the secret to intimacy. While honesty is important, there's a big difference between honesty and a complete lack of self-preservation. Revealing your entire past, every trauma, every failure, every deep-seated insecurity to someone too early is like handing them a loaded weapon and just hoping they never pull the trigger. It's a tactical mistake. Your past, especially the hard parts, is deeply personal. It's the story of your journey, the fire that forged you into the man you are today. It's not cheap entertainment for someone else's amusement, and it's not data for them to judge you on. When you share all your past secrets, you're not just revisiting old wounds. You're making yourself vulnerable to being exploited. If the relationship turns sour, and they often do, those secrets you shared in confidence can be turned into weapons against you. They can be used to mock you, manipulate you, or hurt you exactly where they know you're weakest. Stoicism teaches us the value of self-restraint and silence. Keep your secrets safe. Not everyone deserves a key to the inner rooms of your mind. Only share what's necessary and what serves a purpose while protecting the core of your story. This isn't about being dishonest. It's about being smart. It's about maintaining an air of mystery and holding on to your power. This strength protects you. So don't let your guard down for someone just because you feel a fleeting connection. Be extremely careful about who you confide in. Your life story belongs to you. It's not for others to casually flip through and analyze. And finally, don't agree to things just to please them. How many times have you said yes when your entire body was screaming no? You agree to go to events you can't stand. You agree to watch movies you dislike. You agree to adopt opinions that aren't even yours. When you do things you don't enjoy, just to keep the peace or get approval, you're betraying yourself. You're committing a small act of treason against your own soul. It's like trading your favorite hobbies for ones you have no interest in just to be like them. You lose what makes you unique. You become bland. And ironically, the more you agree to everything, the less they respect you. A person with no boundaries and no opinions isn't a partner. They're a doormat. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." If your thoughts are full of resentment because you're constantly doing things you hate, your life is going to be miserable. When you feel forced to act against your true self, it's natural to feel unhappy, like you're losing your way. It's time to break free from this people-pleasing cycle. You have to understand that conflict isn't always bad. A little friction can create passion. Constant submission only creates boredom and contempt. Instead of always saying yes, embrace the freeing power of no. Take back control of your time and your choices. No is a full sentence. You don't need to explain it. Remember, life isn't a stage where you have to perform for everyone's approval. It's about being authentic. It's about being true to yourself, even when it's hard. Listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, have the courage to walk away or speak up. Your life is your story to write, not just a small part in someone else's. You are the hero of your own journey. It's time to step into the spotlight and live life on your own terms. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Are you reshaping your entire life for someone else? Obsessing over every little detail of a relationship? Sacrificing your mental health to keep the peace? These are just a few of the dangerous habits that can strip a man of his power, leaving him feeling empty and lost. Today, we're diving deep into the Stoic principles that will help you reclaim your sovereignty and build a life of purpose and strength. Let's start with one of the most insidious fears that plagues modern men: It's the silent killer of standards and the destroyer of self-respect. What is it? The fear of being alone? Making decisions driven by this fear is like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded. You're stumbling in the dark, desperate to grab onto anyone just to feel steady. When you let the fear of solitude guide your choices, you end up in places you never intended to go, with people who don't deserve you. We see it all the time, men staying in toxic, abusive, or just plain dead-end relationships because the alternative sitting in an empty room with their own thoughts terrifies them. They tell themselves that something is better than nothing, but this is a profound lie. Bad company is infinitely worse than no company at all. It's crucial to understand the difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is a feeling of lack, a desperation to be filled by others. Solitude, on the other hand, is a state of strength. It's the ability to be alone and be completely content. As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. You can't truly know yourself if you're constantly drowning out your inner voice with the noise of other people. You have to take the opportunity to dive deep into your own being, to embrace and celebrate what makes you unique. Spend quality time with yourself. Learn to appreciate your own company. Read, work out, meditate, build something. Discover the richness that exists within your own mind. From a Stoic perspective, a man who is afraid to be alone is a slave. He's a slave to anyone who offers him a shred of attention. But a man who is content in his solitude is invincible. Why? Because he doesn't need anyone. He chooses them. By cultivating this deep connection with yourself, you lay the foundation for truly authentic relationships. When you finally decide to share your life with someone, it won't be out of a desperate need to avoid silence. It will be because that person genuinely enhances your already complete existence. Value your own worth. Resist the temptation to let fear make your decisions. If you can be happy alone, you are dangerous because you can't be manipulated. Now for number 9, don't forget to celebrate the small wins. In the relentless whirlwind of life, it's so easy to get lost. We become obsessed with the big picture, the promotion, the marriage, the million-dollar business. We focus so much on pleasing others and meeting society's expectations that we completely overlook our own daily accomplishments. But the Stoics remind us that life happens right here in the present moment. If you're always looking at the horizon, you'll miss the ground right under your feet. Here's the thing, every single step you take forward, no matter how small it seems, deserves to be recognized. Imagine you're climbing a massive mountain. If you only look at the peak, you'll feel exhausted and discouraged. But if you pause and look back at how far you've climbed just today, you'll find the strength to keep going. Think about all those little milestones. The day you held your tongue instead of getting into a pointless argument. The morning you dragged yourself out of bed to work out. That project you finished right on time. These are the signposts of your progress, the markers of your resilience and your determination. Epictetus, the former slave who became a great philosopher, wisely noted, "Never depend on the admiration of others. This is the key." Don't wait for a partner, a boss, or a parent to pat you on the back. If you wait for external validation, you're handing your happiness over to them. You have to learn to validate yourself. Let's take a moment to revel in our own efforts. Let's cherish the late nights, the sweat, and the doubts we've conquered. Each success, big or small, is a testament to your character. So, embrace them, relish them. Let them remind you that you are moving forward, even when it feels like you're standing still. Life isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about relishing every twist and turn of the journey. The Stoic loves the journey, not just the prize. Let's toast to our journey, celebrating our victories and finding joy in the grind itself. As we come to the end of our journey today, let's reflect on the incredible power that now lies in your hands. We've covered 9 dangerous habits that strip men of their power, reshaping your life for others. Obsession, sacrificing your mental health, isolating yourself, wasting time, oversharing, people-pleasing, fearing solitude, and ignoring your own progress. Avoiding these traps isn't just dating advice. It's about reclaiming your sovereignty as a man. It's about understanding the profound beauty of embracing your true self. You possess the strength and wisdom to make decisions that resonate with your innermost desires, even if they go against what society or a partner expects of you. As you navigate life's twists and turns, focus on nurturing the 4 cardinal virtues of Stoicism. First, wisdom. To see things as they really are, not as you wish they were. Second, courage. To stand up for your values and to face solitude without fear. Third, justice. To treat yourself and others with fairness, never sacrificing one for the other. And fourth, temperance or self-restraint. To control your impulses and not give yourself away to everyone who asks. These qualities are the very essence of a deeply fulfilling life, far more significant than just conforming to external pressures. Remember, you hold the freedom to carve your own path. Celebrate your uniqueness. Craft a narrative for your life that is rooted in your own values and beliefs. There is absolutely no need to compromise your integrity or your well-being for the sake of anyone else. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes from within, from knowing that we are in control of our own thoughts and our own actions. Now, the next time you feel pressured to fit in, to give away your time, or to share more than you're comfortable with, remember this: you hold the power to choose a different path. You are not bound to live by someone else's rules. You have the right and the duty to forge your own journey based on what truly matters to you. It's time for a shift. Take action now. Don't just watch this video and move on to the next distraction. Decide and commit to ditching these habits starting today. Strive to become the best version of yourself, no matter what obstacles you face. If this philosophy resonates with you, if you're ready to walk the path of the Stoic, I invite you to show your appreciation. Tap that like button. It helps get this message out to other men who need to hear it. Join our community by hitting that subscribe button. We're building a brotherhood of self-reflection and personal growth, and we want you to be with us. Share your insights in the comments below. Which of these 9 points hit closest to home for you? Let's nurture this ongoing conversation together. Thank you for being part of this journey toward deeper understanding and resilience. Till we meet again, stay present, stay resilient, and embrace the Stoic mindset.